One potential reason heel strike running may increase the risk of calf strain and calf injury is that the more you land closer to the back of the heel during running, the more the front of the foot lifts up and the more the knee unbends at landing, the more the calf musculature stretches and does so under high impact conditions. The net consequence of all this is it may impair the shock absorbing properties of the calves, which may cause impact to be magnified up the leg. In running, the calf muscles play a very key role in absorbing impact when your foot strikes the ground. Evidently, foot strike pattern may have a pronounced effect on how the calf muscles respond to impact during running, such that landing with a heel strike during running may impair the functional role of the calves in attenuating impact at touchdown, which in turn may actually amplify impact as compared with forefoot strike running. Convincing evidence of this came from a study in the American Journal of Sports Medicine, as well as a study in the journal Gait and Posture, which are linked down below this video in the description box, concluded that increased ankle dorsiflexion at touchdown, which means the front of the foot is pointed up at touchdown, coupled with full knee extension at touchdown, which means the knee is fully unbent at touchdown during running, which is all shown here, was found to forcibly stretch the medial calf muscle to the point where it could no longer contribute to impact absorption efficiently. Generally speaking, when a muscle is intensively stretched, especially under high impact conditions, it may become strained because it develops tension while lengthening under pressure, and so under this condition may compromise its capacity to contribute to impact absorption during running. Worse still, it's worth noting that the more you land with a dorsiflexed ankle at touchdown when running, the greater the impact peak produced, which means the greater a burst of collisional impact at landing. So essentially, there's excessive impact that the calf muscles can't absorb because they are locked out in a stretch at landing, which is why there may be higher levels of impact stress on the leg than in forefoot strike running. In forefoot running, the foot configures differently with the ground, which engages the calf musculature in a different capacity and may actually make more efficient functional use of the calf muscles for impact absorption. Not to mention at touchdown and forefoot strike running, there's measurably an automatic removal of the impact peak or burst in collisional impact because there's a larger contact area of the foot, which helps impact pressure spread out across a larger area of the foot, so the impact can be absorbed without creating overpressure hotspots on the foot. And also, landing with a forefoot strike when running engages greater knee flexion, which means the knee is less likely to completely unbend at touchdown, rather is more bent, and because of the increased knee flexion and therefore reduced knee extension at touchdown, it makes the foot better at pinning down closer to under the knee and closer to the hips, which is your center of mass. All these mechanical components engaged by landing forefoot first when running ultimately reduces the collisional impact, which may be less distressing on the leg as a whole, including the calf muscles. For this reason, it may be more possible to prevent impact-related injury on the calf in forefoot strike running, but also because of the increased knee flexion and decreased ankle dorsiflexion at touchdown, the calf isn't stretched too much at touchdown. Since there's less stretch force, there may be less loading on the calf at landing because the calf muscle shortens, which may help it work better in contracting, and in this way, the natural abilities of the calves in acting as a shock absorber may be more improved. So this is how the calf muscles may be better able to resist injury in forefoot strike running, because forefoot running may make more efficient functional use of the calves in acting as shock absorbers, coupled with there's lesser levels of impact stress acting on the calves in general in forefoot running as compared with heel strike running. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to hit the thumbs up button as well as the subscribe button if you haven't already, where you will stay more informed on forefoot strike running versus heel strike running. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have fun out there on the roads and trails. Bye for now.